Hello everyone, welcome to Free Range Diva, and thank you so much for stopping by today. I can't. Okay, let's try that again. The phone has now been safely installed elsewhere. Hi! Thank you so much for stopping by today. We are going to be talking, first of all, it is my favorite time of day right now. It's late in the afternoon. My bedroom faces west, and so I've got this beautiful golden sun coming in from this side of the room. And it just makes everything feel kind of warm and cozy and hot as well. So this is why, yes, it's September, and yes, I'm still in sleeveless. Okay, so in my last video, we talked about getting more protein, changing your diet as you get older to include more high quality protein. We talked about how to figure out how much protein you need, where you can get the information for what's really high quality in terms of being 100% bioavailable and absorbable. And so I thought, since breakfast is the most important meal of the day, I would share 4 high protein breakfast meal ideas. These are easy and quick for the most part, and they're a great way to make sure that you get more protein in the first meal of the day. So easy, high protein breakfasts. Let's jump in. This channel is all about clean beauty, natural living, and healthy aging. So if that's something you're interested in, then give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you won't miss what comes up next. We're going to start with the easiest first. On Monday mornings, I have Tai Chi class. So I need to get myself dressed and ready to go and out the door at a relatively early in the morning in order to get there on time. But I don't want to go and have class on an empty stomach. So what I like is the first breakfast that I'm going to show you. It's Skyr yogurt with a little cinnamon sprinkled on it, some fresh berries. I chose raspberries that day, and then chocolate granola on top for a nice crunch and an extra fiber. And it just helps to keep you filled up, because that class is an hour long, and I need something that's going to take me through the whole class. And usually, because I'm out and about, I will run other errands. So I usually don't get home until the early afternoon, and I don't want to get hungry. I want to stay full and energized and ready to go, so I'm not falling out after 50 minutes of class. So anyway, that's one of my favorite go-to breakfasts when I don't have a lot of time. I use Skyr yogurt, which is just a higher quality yogurt. It's a little spendy, but Siggy's, the brand, has been on sale for the last month at the stores where I go. So I have been buying it. I've been treating myself to a little, spending a little more to get the Skyr, because it tastes really, really good. It gives you 18 grams of protein per serving. Serving is about 3/4 of a cup. And for my breakfast on these days, I usually have about half a cup. And I wanted to give you a little bit more information about this granola, because not all granolas are the same. Most of them are gigantic sugar bombs, and this one is not. This is from 1 Degree. It's their quinoa cacao granola. It is sweet, it is crunchy, it is really chocolatey, and it's sprouted, so it's easy on your digestion. This gives you a little bit of dietary fiber. It keeps the added sugars low at about 5 grams per serving. It tastes really good, and I'm someone that does not like things that are too sweet. So take that as a caveat. I find that the sweetness in this is perfectly balanced. It's not too sweet at all. And so this is organic oats, brown rice, and quinoa. So that's breakfast number 1. And for those of you that are lactose intolerant, let me just share with you that my best friend is a gastroenterologist and scientist, and she is lactose intolerant, but she eats a big dollop of Greek yogurt every morning. And there are a lot of reasons why full fat Greek yogurt is the only type she will have, because it does have less lactose in it than lower fats. Because once you start removing the fat, you're concentrating, you're adding more and more of the enzyme. So anyway, yeah, she swears by, in order to keep her lactose intolerance under control, she has a big helping of Greek yogurt, full fat, every morning. All right, for number 2, the second breakfast is going to be my high protein chocolate waffles with Greek yogurt on top, with a little Greek yogurt, and again, fresh berries. In my last video, I talked about Earth Chimp and their protein powder, and I have been using it a lot, and this is one of those recipes that I actually got from the Earth Chimp website. This one, in the original recipe, it calls for a cup of Trader Joe's gluten-free pancake and waffle baking mix. And I would say you can use any, if you have a pancake and waffle mix that you like I like Birch Benders, for example, then feel free to substitute that, whatever you like. But if you don't, which I don't right now, I don't have any Birch Benders, I just have flour, lots of it, I made my own. And I made my own using a combination of oat flour mixed with almond flour. So my recipe includes oat flour and almond flour. To that, I will add a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of monk fruit sweetener, which is actually optional. I don't think it tastes that much different whether you use that or not. So you can leave the any kind of sweetener out of it if you're making your own recipe. But if you're making your own, then just follow the recipe that you have. So to those dry ingredients from the Earth Chimp recipe, I add a scoop of the Earth Chimp chocolate protein powder, a tablespoon of cocoa powder, and a healthy pinch of salt. And then I combine all of those. Then for the wet ingredients, you've got 1 egg, a tablespoon of oil, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and about 3/4 of a cup of milk. Mix all that together and then combine it with the dry ingredients. Mix that together until your batter is moistened. And for waffles, this is just a Cheryl tip, you're going to want that batter to be a little more on the thicker side. It just makes your waffles fluff up better. So adjust your milk accordingly. And then the other Cheryl tip is that once you get all that well mixed, let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes. That will also give your powder, your dry ingredients a chance to absorb the liquid and the leavening to really start working its magic. Now I showed you this breakfast in my last video, so I did want to show you how I make it so that you can try it at home. Really easy, and the nice thing about this is that once you've made all your waffles, if you don't eat them all, you can stick anything left over in the freezer and then put it in your toaster when you're ready to eat it the next time. And there are lots of toppings that you can put on this. I liked berries again, fresh berries, but you can use sliced apples, for example, or sliced peaches, or any fruit that you like, any berry that you like. And maybe add, if you like, maybe adding some nuts or seeds for a little crunch. These are all things you can add, but it's not necessary. It tastes really good just by itself. You can even add, say, a teaspoon of maple syrup to the top. And these are on repeat for me. They are so good. These are insanely good because it makes you feel like you're having something decadent. But say, for example, today when I had to take my mother to her physical therapy and didn't get back home until almost 2 o'clock, I wasn't starving when I got home. I was ready to just have lunch. So that's what you want, something that's going to keep you going and keep you, and you're getting all from, at least one of the reasons I'm using oat flour in this is that you're getting all that good fiber, you know, all that healthy fiber in your meal, as well as the protein that you've added with the protein powder and the Greek yogurt. So win-win. Number 3 is going to be kind of a fail that didn't work that great for me the first time, so I fixed it. So I'm going to show you the fail and then I will show you how I fixed it. And that's going to be overnight oats. This was my first time making overnight oats. This is my first time eating overnight oats. I didn't know what to expect. And so you're going to see exactly what happened when I made the oats and then did a taste test. All right, let's show you that. Here's all the ingredients for the tiramisu overnight oats. Here we've got a half a cup of rolled oats, a half a tablespoon of chia seeds, protein powder goes in, and I had 3 to pick from. This is the one, this is my favorite for flavor and for the vanilla in it. I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. This one is actually a chocolate protein that tastes pretty good, actually. And I'm going to save that and try it when I do this recipe again tomorrow. But because the recipe itself wants vanilla protein, I'm using this one from Whole Foods because this one is by far the sweetest of the 3. This is like the most obnoxiously sweet protein powder I've ever had. And they use stevia, but it's very strong with the vanilla flavor and very, very sweet, which I think will work well because I am putting some strong coffee into this because it's tiramisu. I'm going to put in a scoop of this protein powder, which is actually more of a smoothie mix, so it does have other stuff in it like spinach and kale, but it's only got 1 gram of total sugars in it. And it really doesn't say in the recipe how big a scoop you're using, so I'm just going to do about that much. Then I want to add the coffee. This is half a cup of, actually I brewed instant coffee. And then the milk, I grabbed this on sale at Trader Joe's. It's macadamia nut, almond, and cashew. So that's what I'm going to use for milk. You can use any kind of plant milk or even dairy milk if you wish. Because I want this to have a little bit of sweetness, a little bit more sweetness to it because I'm not really sure how strong that coffee is going to be. This is monk fruit sweetener, and it's delicious. And then just half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And the recipe also calls for 1 to 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, but I'm using the monk fruit instead because this does not spike your blood sugar and keeps it lower carb. This is a pinch of sea salt. All right, let's stir everything up. Mix this up and then put it in the refrigerator to sit overnight, and it should thicken up. Right now, I'm smelling that vanilla protein powder. Okay, it's time for a taste test. Looking at it, I feel like there's too much liquid in it. I would have liked it if it was a lot thicker. So I'm going to have to adjust that. The smell that's coming off of it is that protein powder smell that I got from Whole Foods. It's a really strong, fake vanilla smell. So it doesn't look so good so far. I put a generous dollop of Greek yogurt on top. I feel like it needs it. And then sprinkle that with cocoa powder. Actually, it was raw cacao powder. So let's taste this. Looks pretty. The taste is, it's good. In the recipe, they have you add 1 to 2 tablespoons of maple syrup to the yogurt. Doesn't need it. I'm still getting a little bit of that kind of stevia aftertaste, which is not pleasant. I already know now the next time I make this, I will be using either of the other 2 protein powders that I showed you. This is going to be really filling. I don't think I'll be able to finish this either. So next time, half as much. Yeah, I really like the coffee flavor. It feels very balanced. I like the chew. I think it would be better again with half as much liquid. Also, part of the issue with texture might be because I didn't use 100% oats. I used my ancient oats and grains and then added some extra oats to it. So that might not be fair, but I really like the ancient oats. So yeah, I'm gonna make this again, but again, smaller, less of a portion size, and definitely half as much liquid. By the way, this was my first time trying overnight oats. I thought I would hate it, but I don't. It's not that bad. I think I'd also add some more chia in here too. So I'm heading off to the beach today to get some serious grounding and earthing and playing in the waves in, as well as some good vitamin D. So I think something like this will definitely give me the energy I need to at least get through the morning until lunchtime, when I'll probably be starving. Now I will say that yes, once I adjusted the liquid and got rid of the awful protein powder that I was using, finally used that stuff up, and I'm not gonna, it was not the first time I bought that. It was actually the second time because I thought that I could work with it, but no. So yeah, so once I replaced those 2 things, it's really good. Okay, I'm preparing the overnight oats now. Here they are in this glass, and what is in here is half a cup, actually a little bit less than half a cup of old-fashioned oats. I actually mixed old-fashioned, it's about half old-fashioned and half of this stuff, the organic rolled oats with ancient grains and seeds. To that I added 1 scoop of the Earth Chimp vegan protein shake mix, teaspoon of chia seeds, 1 teaspoon of monk fruit sweetener, and a teaspoon of cacao powder. And that's just to give it an extra chocolate punch. Also, this is raw and organic, so it's got a lot more nutrition available to it. Sorry about that. That's neighbors doing some work with a saw. That's the noise you hear. Then the wet ingredients, I'm using literally half the liquid that I used in the last one. This is a mixture of half and half and instant coffee. And to it, I added a half a teaspoon of vanilla. So let's put that in. Mix it up. And hopefully this time the oats and the chia and everything will absorb, and this will be nice and creamy by tomorrow. So that's what it looks like now that it's all mixed up. And I'm just going to cover it and refrigerate it until tomorrow and then give it a taste test. First of all, the texture is much improved. It's more creamy. I could tell just by touching it. I put a little bit of, there you can see, Greek yogurt on top, a big dollop, and then 1 raspberry, just because, you know, why not? So let's taste it. Oh, and I sprinkled cacao powder all over the top of it as well. So see how creamy that is now? It was not like that before. So let's see how it tastes. Mmm. Mmm. It tastes really good. The texture is so much better. You still got the oats in there, but around it, it's just a lot of almost like pudding. Wow. It's really good. And it's definitely got, I like strong chocolate and I like the bitter side of chocolate. So by adding the extra cacao on top, I really got that. But yeah, so much better than before. I don't have that obnoxious kind of vanilla stevia weirdness going on, you know, fake vanilla. It's just loaded with chocolate, a little bit of coffee, and the Greek yogurt on top is just a little extra bonus of cream. So, win. Throw in. Make this. It is so good. Make it. Make it now. It is really, really good, and I'll be interested to try other kinds of overnight oats. Although, since we're coming into a cooler season, like in another month, maybe, around here. Yeah, the fall isn't quite here yet. So I honestly, those of you who have like a real fall going on, I'm so jealous. But I'm not complaining. I don't mind the mild weather. It's not searingly hot, nor is it cold. It's just like comfortable the whole time. So anyway, but yeah, once I got that figured out, it tastes good. And the nice thing about the Earth Chimp, again, is that it's got probiotics in it. So you're getting a double dose of your probiotics. And if you're someone who likes coffee and chocolate, you know, those kinds of flavors, then I think you'll really, really like this. So give it a try. I will put the basic recipe in the description because it's pretty easy. And then, and again, does keep you full. It definitely keeps you full. Last but not least is the smoothie. The foundation, the linchpin of my breakfast usually, although I've been mixing it up quite a bit lately, but there's always got to be a smoothie in there somewhere. And this one is fairly easy. I keep it simple. I use mixed berries and spinach and, well, I'll just show you. I'm always switching up my smoothies. So today we've got berries, raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. This is spinach that I cooked. It's supposed to remove the oxalates. Back here I've got chia seeds that have been soaking for about 35 minutes. Siggy's whole milk Skyr yogurt, 18 grams of protein per serving. Then as far as the powders go, I'm just going to add in the Live It Up Super Greens and my Earth Chip organic protein shake mix in the chocolate flavor. All right, let's put this together. Okay, that light is killing me. All right, Live It Up Super Greens. Teaspoon. The yogurt. A little bit, scoop and a half. Chia seeds. And we blend. Really easy, right? And then the final thing that I will add to it is will add a scoop of collagen peptides, the collagen peptides from Perfect. That gives you a little more protein. And I also put in, I think it's about a half a teaspoon, quarter teaspoon of vitamin C powder, also from Perfect. Between the Live It Up Super Greens, the collagen peptides, and the vitamin C powder, I'm kind of getting a multivitamin. I definitely can use the extra vitamin C, and I definitely can use the extra collagen. So it just makes it more of a meal, more of a one and done, and then I don't have to take any additional supplements when I'm done with it. And it tastes really good. Chocolatey and creamy, just like a chocolate milkshake. Just like a chocolate milkshake. So that's it for easy, high protein breakfasts. And these, if you add even one of these to your morning routine, it's just a great way to give yourself a little variety, maybe some additional nutrition and a lot of extra protein, and that is going to give you an excellent start to your morning. Someone once said that starting your day without a proper breakfast is like getting in your car that's almost on empty and driving to San Diego, and then filling up your tank. It probably isn't going to work out so well. So that's where I'll leave you. Yeah, I'm in LA, in case you're wondering. Yeah, so that's the reference. But anywho, let me know if you've been getting more protein in your breakfasts. What are you eating? What's giving you that filling, satiating start that gives you the energy you need to get through until lunch without worrying about your blood sugar spiking too much, or worse, the crash that comes afterwards. So let me know what you're doing, okay, since now I've shared what I've been doing. And also, if you enjoyed these videos, then give the video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, then please consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing here at Free Range Diva. All right, everybody, that's it. Until I see you in my next video, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye!